TV here with Fitburly TV people. Where do you begin when breeding? People that breed know that you breed for confirmation. Confirmation equals quality. Quality precedes excellent, and excellent is how you create a great customer experience. So, I said in a Instagram reel that you breed from the ground up. And where's the ground? As an athlete, we breed. We don't breed. We work our legs, right? And our legs are our foundation. Great hips. If you have great hips, you can do anything. Swing a golf club, great. I mean, literally, hips are they unify all sports. So, think about the one thing that's common in every breed. It's like, it's almost annoying to see they say, man, hip dysplasia, hip dysplasia, hip dysplasia. Every dog can suffer from hip dysplasia. Now, some of it, of course, is they say it's genetic. They say it's genetic. The other part is due to obesity, and the other part is environmental. And then a lot of it, in my opinion, is lack of nutrition. Improper nutrition. Unfortunately, that's comes to dog food, but that's a whole nother topic. So when you breed from the ground up, you want to make sure that you look and build your dog's rear out. A great rear, and then you build all the way to that head piece. But your dog needs great hips, because if it has bad hips, sway back, high rear, stiff back rear, and then you look up and what do you have? You got a dog that's going to suffer from 5 to 9, or from 9 to 13, or 9 to 12, when a dog can no longer walk, it can no longer use the bathroom. And when it starts doing use the bathroom where it lays and sleeps, then that creates a new job for you. But let me just make sure I'm clear. Hips are your control center for pain prevention. A dog's livelihood or ability to live and live well is based on its ability to move, just like ours, humans. We're as good as our ability to walk, move, get around. That's up and down stairs, that's stand up and sit down. So imagine how tough of a time some of you are having right now. 100 million people suffer from back pain, back problems. If you're a human being and you're definitely watching this, at some point in your life you probably had back pain. I know I've had it before, and I could barely, I could barely put on my shoe. My back hurt so bad. Now imagine a dog walking around with that because of a high rear. And so the spine is always moving, and you're wearing it down. So in retrospect, because they don't do a lot of studies, you're talking about potential herniation, spondylosis, and then there's a herniated disc and bulging disc probably. And these things, I believe, have not been completely discovered. And discovered meaning like, hey, are these real issues just yet? Meaning in depth. But what I do know based on my studies in human anatomy is that when you have an issue in your hips, you begin to make adjustments in how you move. And when you adjust how you move, you compensate. And in compensating, you create another issue. So one issue leads to another issue, and then we call it the circle of injury, aka care. So then you spend the rest of your life in and out of doctors managing your quality of life until the day you die. And you don't want to do that for your dog. You don't want your dog to suffer that pain. So when you're breeding, breed from the hips to the front of the dog. Find you a dog that has great conformation, and the conformation begins with a tight rear and objectively a short back. And then kind of go from there. Then you start defining that look. But the more conformation you have, the less issues you'll have long term. And your program will be sustainable to you as a breeder and as a person who loves, hopefully, putting great dogs in great homes. Take your time with this. We all know that even for those people who, in my opinion, breed too soon, which is at that year mark. Hey, she's a year old. Yeah, for a fact. That's another video. That's another video. We'll address that in another video. But just breed from the hips up. That's where you start. And there'll be more videos coming soon where we specify how to create breed type, structure, and what to look for, and the type of dogs you want to work with. And then we'll get into the health of things. But again, your dog's as good as its ability to move. And the ability to move begin and end with hips, just like humans. And if you cannot move, you create back problems, potential knee problems, shoulder problems, and then a hard life problem. And your dog's basically life goes from 10 to 5 years, or from 15 years, 13 years to 9 years. So for now, T-Fit, Fit Bully TV. Don't forget to subscribe. Good luck.